Hello everyone, this is Les from A Little Bit of This and That. Thanks for tuning in for the Earth reading for the week of August 15th. I'll be using Celtic Tree Ogham, Futhark Runes, Gaia cards, Chakra cards, and Animal Spirit cards. So let's see what this week holds in store for us. The main theme, the main focus of this week is represented by the Holly Ogham. And it's interesting that we had this stick last week. So holly represents being prickly inside, just like the leaves of the holly, they got little spikes on. So being a little prickly towards what's happening in your life, a little resentful, a little anger, little pushing against it. So whatever started last week is still kind of going on this week. And maybe you didn't embrace the changes or whatever's going on really well. Maybe you obviously we still need to work on it this week. That whatever's going on is still causing us some trouble, and we need to do a little more work on it. You need to also listen to your intuition. You know, maybe what's going on isn't exactly what you want. And you maybe listen to your intuition just to see how you can get around it and make it what you want, that it's good for you within the realm of whatever the changes are. Then we've got two runes to accentuate this. The first one is Peripheral, and this one is in Merkstave, which Merkstave means it's in reverse. So this in Brightstave, it would mean luck. Things are going well, mystery, good things happening. But being in Merkstave tells me that things probably aren't going quite the way you want them. And with the holly, obviously we still have some issues that we have to work out. So, you know, maybe there's underlying issues that are happening, things you don't know yet. So be cautious. Kind of see what's happening. Whatever these changes are, you got to go with them. But you still want to be true to yourself and make sure they are good for you, that they will turn out to be a lucky thing. And so maybe when things more come to light, more information, this will end up being a good change and the right change for you. The other rune to accentuate this is Wunyo, and this is also in Merkstave. And this is normally about joy, that things are great and wonderful. And obviously we're having some issues getting through this change this week. So you need to find, okay, look at what's happening and try to find the pieces that will give you joy and let the others go. If you got to do it, you got to do it. But you still want to make it that ultimately you are going to find your joy in whatever changes are happening. Then a little bit about your attitude this week. This is the Ogham of Rowan, and this is a fun one because the rowan trees were used to protect yourself against fairies. This is a fairy tree, and fairies like to tease and cause trouble, mystery, magic. Thinking the way this week is going, maybe there are some underlying mysteries, things that are happening. You know, protect yourself, take care of yourself, watch yourself, don't give in to being pushed around, you know, watch for trickery, watch for some deceit, but still, you know, the Rowan will help you be protected. You'll be okay on this. Just be aware, listen to your intuition, and, you know, watch what's going on. And to accent your attitude is the Rune of Rido. And Rido is all about journeys. Could be a physical journey, could be just an internal journey. So obviously with all these changes, we are changing. Something's changing in our lives. And whatever this change is, we're moving forward on it and leaving the past behind. So maybe it might involve real travel in the physical realm, but maybe it's just, you know, you're moving forward with these changes and you're embracing them and making them your own. Then the challenge for this week is Heather, and I think we had this last week, And Heather is all about love and passion and finding the things you really love, and what brings you great joy and what you want to do. So the challenge is probably whatever this change is, finding out how it fits into the passion. So it fits into something you love and you enjoy and you want to do. So whatever it is, find the piece of it that really fits with you. The rune that goes with this is Thurisaz. And Thurisaz is in Merkstave. We have a lot of Merkstave. I guess it's a little tough week, but we can do it. We can get through it. And Thurisaz is all about a gateway. Making changes, things are happening, and obviously we are in the process of moving through the gateway and moving forward. It also is about being in Merkstave, that if the changes aren't right, you'll have regret, and don't be close to it. So maybe don't fight irresponsibly to whatever's happening. Really go with it, change it, deal with it, so that it turns out to be a good change for you. A little bit about our health this week. We have the Ogham of Elder. And Elder is all about your feelings, how you react, and kind of in the past. And a lot of times it's things that maybe caused you shame. So in these changes, have you been kind of too emotional? Have you reacted the way you really want to react? And it's fine, you can react a little harsh at first, I know we all feel negative about changes and we don't want them, kind of play the victim a little bit, but then we need to move on. Then we need to, get it out of your system, maybe have a cry, and then move on and become strong. And then see what you need to do to really move forward in a good way and a happy way that'll bring you joy. So we changed that Wunyo Merkstave to Wunyo Brightstave. The rune that accentuates our health is Weird, and Weird is the Rune of Unknown. So we don't really know how this is happening. You don't want this change to affect your health. You don't want it to get you sick. If you're getting sick about it, then you just need to calm down, meditate, breathe, take one thing at a time, and just kind of go with the change. It's going to change. You'll get through it. Nothing lasts forever. So just go ahead and go with it. Yeah, it's tough. Have a little cry if you need, but it's depending on how you react, that's how it's going to turn out. And our last Ogham for this week is Aspen. And aspen is a very interesting tree in that when the wind blows through the leaves, because they're up very high, they make like a whispering sound. So it's kind of mysterious, could be kind of scary, like, what are those whispers? What are they saying? And this really tells me that you need to listen to your inside intuition. Going through this, don't let your emotions take over. Be fair, be good to yourself, and listen, and whatever the changes are being told to you, really listen to what's being said and really try to find what's deep underneath these changes, so you really understand them and find the best place for you within them. And the rune that accentuates Aspen is Tyr, and this again is in Merkstave. So Tyr is all about victory and winning, and doing what you need to do. So being in Merkstave, maybe you are fighting against this change, and it's happening. So whatever's happening, it is going. So turn it into a victory. Turn it into what will be good for you, that you don't turn out, being really unhappy with it. You can always find something positive, something that's going to make you move forward well. Oh, a little tough week, but I think we can get through it. I think it'll be fine. The Gaia card that kind of goes with our reading is the Temptress, and the words are seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So this really does fit into what the Ogham and the runes have told us, that whatever this change is that's happening, there may be some deceit in there. Maybe you're not getting the full picture. You're not getting all the information. But don't don't just go with it. Take your time. Don't rush. You can see the eye here. Follow your intuition. There's some hidden agendas. So kind of let your intuition pay attention and watch what's going on, and make sure, like the heart here, that you really embrace what's going to be truthful and happy for you. You want to, follow your heart in this situation, but you want to come through to a good ending to it. Then the chakra to pay attention to this week is the solar plexus, which just follows right with this too. It's following your gut. Really pay attention, see what's happening. Don't get over emotional so you can't pay attention. Make sure you really feel what's right for you in whatever's going on. And then the last piece we have to this is our nice spirit animal cards, and we had this little guy last week. This is the echidna, and he says, watch yourself for your personal protection, which is really what this whole week is about. Going with the change, but listening to see what may be hidden, what you don't know yet, but don't be too prickly. And he, of course, always would hide away and keep his prickles out, so he keeps people away. But don't shut out others. Maybe, you don't know everything what's happening, so be open to others to help you, others to show you the way, others that are going through this with you, so that there's more than one person who maybe is going through these changes, and you can kind of support each other. So really kind of interesting, encouraging reading for the next week that's coming up. We can get through it. I think it's going to turn out good if we can just keep our attitude well and move forward through it. So I hope this will give you some help this week, that it'll be helpful to get through this week. And thanks for listening. Give me a like, subscribe. Little special thing I'm doing for the first 50 people that subscribe and like, I'm going to give you a free mini reading. I'll be posting those here on my site, so I'll just put your name so you'll know who it is, and hopefully that will be fine. So thanks again. Enjoy your day. Enjoy every moment. See you next week.